Now let's solve an equation with square root. I'm going to copy down the question. 3x plus 4 inside of the square root, this is equal to x minus 2. And whenever you are trying to solve a square root equation, you have to first make sure that the square root is being isolated, and we do have just a square root on the left hand side. And the way to proceed is to put parentheses, square, and then also square this right here. You square both sides, because the square and the square root will cancel each other out. On the left hand side, you are just going to get 3x plus 4. And on the right hand side, you must work out the x minus 2 times x minus 2. You can also use a formula, but I'll prefer you guys work this out, do the FOIL. So you do x times x, you get x squared, x times negative 2, you get negative 2x, negative 2 times x, you get negative 2x, negative 2 times negative 2, you get plus 4. And we can combine terms, you end up with x squared minus 4x, okay? Negative 2x minus 2x give you negative 4x plus 4. So this is how you worked out the x minus 2 squared. You are just going to put the result right here. X squared minus 4x plus 4. Alright, we arrive at a quadratic equation again because we have x to the second power. And we have to make one side equal to 0. In this case, let us bring everything here to the right hand side because you want to keep the x squared as positive as possible. Alright? So, minus 3x minus 4 and minus 3x here, so I can cancel this out, minus 3x, and minus the 4, I also have to minus 4 right here, so cancel this out. Let's see. On the left hand side, 0, and now it's equal to x squared. And these two together becomes minus 7x. And positive 4 minus 4 happens to be 0 as well. So this is pretty much it. And to factor this is just x squared minus 7x. It's two terms. Look for the common factor. I can only take out an x, and I will end up with an x inside minus 7. Okay, x minus 7 inside. That's equal to 0. And what we're going to get is, you still have two factors. You are going to set the first factor, which is just x, equals to 0, or the second part is x minus 7 to be 0. The first part is already done because x is equal to a number. But for the second part, as usual, we're just going to add 7 on both sides. This way I can isolate the x. So x is going to be 7. Very similar to number 15. If you have the x instead of the square root, we must check our answers. Maybe one of them is a bad answer. In fact, we do have a bad answer. Because if x is equal to 0, this is actually not going to work. I'm just going to walk this through with you guys. Because if x is 0, you plug in here, you get square root of 3 times 0, which is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. But then square root of 4 is positive 2. However, if you plug in 0 in here, you get 0 minus 2, which is negative 2. Earlier we got 2, here we got negative 2. They are not the same. If you plug in 7 right here into x, it will work because 3 times 7 is 21, 21 plus 4 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. As well as if you plug in 7 into here, 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Specifically, I'm going to write down the only answer that we have is x is equal to 7.